After a 2-0 start to their West Coast road trip, the Celtics now turn to Los Angeles. They get the Lakers and Clippers in L.A. this weekend. Joe Sway, things are not going well for the purple and gold members of the Los Angeles Lakers. What's going on there? What's your take?
Oh, man, that Nuggets loss, that was a tough one. It was a tough pill to swallow. Sort of caps off the season. Their playoff hopes are pretty much out the window at this point. They're going to play for pride. We saw what happened when they came into Boston. Of course, the situation was a little different at that time. But this is a team that's going to play for pride. You know, a lot of young guys are going to prove that they can still put wins together. They're going to be the spoilers. They like that role. I think these young guys enjoy that. They remember what happened in Boston. And whether LeBron James is checked out or not, you're going to see a performance out of him. He just passed Michael Jordan on the scoring list, all-time scoring list. It's Boston versus L.A., classic matchup. Him versus Kyrie. I mean, if the Lakers put him in that position, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but that's what we saw in Boston, right, Chris? If the Lakers put him in that position, come second half, he'll be like, oh, okay, you guys have a decent lead or we're only down by like a few points. All right, I'll go off. And if that happens, then the Celtics could be in trouble. Yeah, definitely.
And we've seen the Lakers season kind of derail since the Anthony Davis sweepstakes went out the window, and you had a lot of guys being thrown around as trade pieces, and things haven't been pretty. But on the other side of the Staples Center, you've got the Clippers, who are supposed to be tanking, but suddenly – with guys like Pat Beverly, and I mean, everyone there is seeming to buy in, and they're like taking on this mantra of this is our city and we own it, and basically screw LeBron and those guys. So that's going to be a tough matchup as well.
Yeah, they're like, yo, we're trying to make the playoffs. We don't care. We're trying to play into April. Yeah, you know, and that's what Doc does. You know, and Doc's going to have a full game plan for the Celtics. So these are two still very tough matchups for the Celtics. I mean, these past two games were huge. I mean, I think a lot of us, even before the Warriors game, we're sort of looking at the schedule saying, okay, they're probably going to split, you know, that back-to-back set between Golden State and Sacramento. But now you look at the picture and you're like, wait a minute, you guys have a chance to sweep the road trip, which would be huge for this team, for their momentum, for their mindset, heading back home if they're able to do that. For the vibes, the vibes are real, Chris. If the vibes can stretch all the way to L.A. with those couple of days in between rest, for Jason Tatum to, you know, nurse that hangover, for all those guys to continue partying, you know, for his birthday, Marcus Smart. I mean, I'm telling you, man, the vibes are real. You saw what happened in Sacramento. You saw guys standing on their feet, the entire bench jumping up and down when there was big plays being made. Of course, Kyrie Irving was in the middle of that. I mean, this is a really great time for the Celtics to come up big and sweep this road trip.
Definitely. This segment is brought to you by BetOnline AG. As we're being kicked out of here, betonline.ag. Go to clnsmedia.com/win. Use the promo code CLNS50 to get 50% cash back on your first deposit. So real quick, before the Celtics get back on that soul plane to go back to Boston, a 4-0 road trip would be pretty remarkable. Do you see it as a possibility?
Absolutely. If not, I'm actually going to give the Clippers the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the Clippers squeeze out a win against the Celtics, but if I'm a betting man, and
you are,
I am, Chris. I'm taking the Celtics sweeping this road trip.
Joe Sway, we got to get out of here, man. They're putting all this weird stuff down on the floor here in Sacramento. It's been fun from the Golden One Center, but we got to go. So follow everything at clnsmedia.com and the CLNS Media YouTube page.
Yes, sir.